I fell for it. But before I tell you what I mean, let me say one thing. I don't regret it at all. Hello everyone, I'm Irene Riderelli, writer, blogger and a passionate reader, and this is Into the Books. I know, I sound a bit mysterious right now and I apologize for that, but I really don't know how to explain how it was that I got totally caught up in a TikTok reel where a girl was talking so enthusiastically about Twisted Love by Huang that without thinking twice, I went straight out and bought the whole saga. Maybe it was her enthusiasm, or maybe it was that I was feeling under the weather and I needed something to cheer me up. I don't know. The only thing I know is that I bought the whole saga just based in a TikTok video. Crazy, isn't it? Did I consider the possibility that if I didn't like the first book, there were a pretty good chance I was wasting my money? Of course I did. But it didn't matter. I bought the saga anyway. So, if after Halloween you need what I call a Sunday book, or in other words, a book you can read in one sitting and enjoy it at the same time, sit back and listen to today's episode. The story begins with Hava, the protagonist, finding herself in the middle of nowhere and in a heavy rain. Okay, she knows where she is, but it is in an area with little traffic and very far from where she lives. Ava misses the last bus and now she doesn't know how to get home. So, reluctantly, she's forced to call her brother Josh. The siblings love each other very much, but don't communicate very often. And it's not until she calls him that her brother learns of Ava's situation. Once he's assured that she's okay, and due to the fact that he's busy at the time, Josh sends his best friend Alex to pick up his sister. When Ava recognizes Alex's car, she's not too happy. She doesn't know why, but she gets the feeling that Alex doesn't like her very much. And of course the feeling is mutual. Ava doesn't care that Alex is the most handsome man she's ever seen. That doesn't justify the way he treats her, or better to say, the way he seems to just tolerate her. To be fair, Alex can't stand most people, but Ava is different. She's his best friend's sister. She's cheerful, always has a smile on her face, and puts her heart in everything she does. Alex, on the other hand, has experienced terrible things in his childhood that have scarred his growth, and he doesn't want to contaminate such a happy soul as Ava's. Alex has a dark past and even darker present. He has built his life on one thing: revenge. His hands are not clean, and he is sure that his soul is lost forever. He has a plan that he is meticulously carrying out until Ava crosses his path. But little does he know that her apparent joyfulness is only a mask that hides a great pain. She has experienced something that no one should ever have to suffer, especially a child as young as she was when it happened. The attraction between the two of them is, one might say, like the famous metaphorical elephant in the room. I mean, it's there, latent, but they refuse to acknowledge it. Fate brings them together to help each other heal. But will Alex put his love for her before his desire to complete what he has planned for years? Will Ava withstand or succumb the upneath blow? As I said in the introduction, this book came into my life purely by chance, and actually I think I would never have picked it up if I hadn't seen the video on TikTok talking about it so enthusiastically. And although I'm not in the habit of giving anything I find on the internet a chance, I have to say that I don't regret buying this saga. Sometimes we, or at least I, like to read stories whose development I already know, and I am able to guess the end, but still I feel the need to read it anyway, just to be sure that the end will meet my expectations and that I will not be disappointed by the development of the story. Does this story have a moral? No, it doesn't. Does this book give us an excuse to temporarily put our problems aside and escape for the duration of the reading time? Of course it does. Thank you for joining me to the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it all. Let me know if you want to be updated about the whole saga, or if you have already read it, let me know your comments or opinion about it. As usual, I'll see you next week.